They say trust is the foundation of love, but what they don't tell you is how quickly that foundation can crumble into dust. It was supposed to be our special night, a surprise he'd been planning for weeks. He'd texted me a room number, 404, with a winking emoji. All day, my heart fluttered with anticipation. Was it a proposal? An anniversary surprise? I spent hours getting ready, picking the perfect dress, imagining the look on his face when he saw me. As the taxi pulled up to the grand entrance of the Starlight Grand Hotel, with its shimmering lights and valets in crisp uniforms, I felt like a princess in a fairy tale. The lobby was breathtaking, a cavernous space with a crystal chandelier that scattered rainbows across the marble floor. I checked in with a giddy smile, the receptionist wishing me a wonderful evening. Riding the glass elevator up, watching the city lights spread out below, I felt on top of the world. Everything was perfect. The hallway on the fourth floor was hushed and dimly lit, the plush carpet swallowing the sound of my footsteps. I could hear the faint echo of my own heartbeat. There it was, room 404. I paused outside the door, taking a deep breath and smoothing down my dress. He finally planned something romantic, I whispered to myself, a wide smile spreading across my face. I pictured rose petals, champagne on ice, maybe even a ring. My hand was steady as I raised it to knock, the sound sharp and definitive in the quiet corridor. The door swung open, and there was Daniel, but the adoring smile I expected wasn't there. Instead, his face was a mask of shock, his eyes wide, his mouth slightly agape. He looked like a deer caught in headlights. "Maya, you came early," he stammered, his voice tight. And just like that, the fairy tale shattered. That's when I knew something was terribly, irrevocably wrong. My own smile faltered and fell. The air grew thick and heavy, and a cold knot formed in the pit of my stomach. Early? He told me to be here at 8. My watch read 8:02. He wasn't ready for me. But it felt like he wasn't ready in a much more sinister way. He tried to block the doorway, a strained, unnatural smile plastered on his face. "Just give me 5 minutes, babe. I'm getting things ready." But his body language screamed panic. My eyes drifted past his shoulder, into the room. A jazz tune was playing softly from a speaker. On the small table by the window, I saw it. 2 wine glasses, both with lipstick stains on the rim, and next to them, a bottle of champagne, half empty. My blood ran cold. My gaze then fell on the armchair in the corner. Draped over it wasn't his jacket, but a woman's purse. A stylish, expensive-looking clutch that I had never seen before. It was a foreign object in the landscape of our relationship, an intruder. "Daniel, who else is here?" My voice came out as a fragile whisper, barely audible. I pushed past his weak attempt to stop me, my heels sinking into the thick carpet as I stepped into the room. The scent of a woman's perfume, not mine, hung in the air, cloying and sweet. It felt like walking into someone else's life. The bed was unmade, the sheets rumpled and chaotic. On the nightstand, a single earring glinted under the soft lamplight. Every detail was a new stab to my heart, a confirmation of the betrayal I didn't want to believe. As if on cue, the bathroom door creaked open. Time seemed to slow down. A woman emerged, wrapped in a towel at first, but then she dropped it, revealing she was wearing Daniel's white button-down shirt. Just his shirt, nothing else. Her hair was damp, and she was casually toweling it dry, a smug look on her face until she saw me. The 3 of us stood frozen in a triangle of shock, silence, and sickening realization. The soft jazz music suddenly felt like a funeral dirge. The woman, Daniel, and me. The air was so thick with tension, I could barely breathe. Her eyes, cold and assessing, met mine. There was no shame, no surprise, just a flicker of annoyance. "So this is room 404, I said, the words tasting like ash in my mouth. It wasn't a question. It was a final, devastating conclusion. The romantic surprise was a lie. The whole night, our whole relationship, suddenly felt like an elaborate, cruel joke. Daniel started stammering, his hands flapping uselessly at his sides. "Maya, wait, it's not what you think. Let me explain. She's just a friend." "A friend?" "A friend who wears his shirt after a shower in a hotel room he booked for our special night." The absurdity of his lie was almost laughable, but I couldn't laugh. I couldn't even cry. I was just numb. But then the woman spoke. Her voice was sharp, cutting through Daniel's pathetic excuses. She looked directly at me, a cruel little smile playing on her lips. "He told me you were his cousin," she said, her tone dripping with mock sympathy. "The one from out of town he had to entertain." Cousin. The word hit me like a physical blow, knocking the wind out of my lungs. He hadn't just cheated. He had erased me. He had demoted me from the love of his life to a familial obligation, a cover story for his affair. The audacity was breathtaking. I looked at Daniel, whose face had gone completely white. He couldn't even meet my eyes. He just stared at the floor, a coward in his own mess. In that moment, something inside me shifted. The heartbreak, the shock, it all crystallized into a cold, hard clarity. This wasn't about a mistake. This was about a fundamental lack of respect, a complete disregard for me, for us. I looked at the overnight bag I had packed with so much hope and excitement. It now felt ridiculously heavy, filled with naive dreams. I let it drop to the floor with a soft thud. The sound was final. Love didn't cheat on me. People did. This person, Daniel, had cheated. This was his failure, not love's. Without another word, without a single tear, I turned around. I walked out of room 404, leaving him, her, and the ruins of our relationship behind. I didn't look back. As the door clicked shut behind me, I felt a strange sense of liberation. The fairy tale was over, but my own story was just beginning. So what would you do in this situation? Would you forgive him, or would you walk away and never look back? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear what you think. If you enjoyed this story and want to see more content like this, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button. And of course, give a big thumbs up to Chizzy's Craft for more tales of love, lies, and everything in between. Thanks for watching.